Most people never understand this. Being smart isn't about knowing more, it's about seeing differently. Everyone thinks smart people just know more stuff, more facts, more answers, more everything. But that's not true at all. Memorizing facts, quoting books, or getting perfect grades doesn't make you smart. Why? Because there's something you don't see. The real difference isn't what smart people know. It's how they think, how they see problems, how they handle things that stress everyone else out. You don't need a perfect memory or straight A's to be smart. You just need to think the way smart people think. And today, you're going to learn the 5 mental shifts that don't just make you smart, they make you dangerously competent. These aren't hard to learn, but most people never figure them out. If you start using them, you'll notice the differences right away. People will start coming to you for advice. Problems won't stress you out as much, and you'll feel more in control of everything. So let's jump right in. 1. Smart people don't fight to be right. Here's something 90% of people get wrong. When someone disagrees with them, they turn it into an argument. They get mad. They try to prove the other person is stupid. But smart people, they don't play that game. They don't need to win. They do something totally different. Instead of fighting, they ask questions, real questions, not trick questions to make someone look dumb. They ask things like, "Help me understand why you think that," or "What is it you think I don't understand?" They're not trying to win. They're trying to understand. And here's the crazy part. When you stop fighting and start asking, people actually listen to you. They don't get defensive. They open up. That's when real conversations happen. You can't force someone to agree with you. Smart people know this secret, so instead of fighting pointlessly, they stay calm. And when people open up, the truth reveals itself. That's the trick. You don't need to defeat people. You just need to lower their guard with questions. 2. Smart people see the big picture. Most people get stuck on tiny problems. They fail a test and think they're stupid. Someone says no to them and they think they're worthless. They have one bad day and think everything is against them. But smart people pause and zoom out. Here's the secret technique smart people use to handle the situation. They don't see one bad test. They see a pattern. They don't call it a failure. They call it data. They don't see rejection as proof they're not good enough. They see it as valuable informations. What can I learn from this? What should I try next? They don't panic. They plan. When you zoom out far enough, problems stop looking like disasters. They start looking like puzzles, and puzzles can be solved. 3. Smart people ask one simple question. Is this in my control? This one is game changer. Most people waste insane amounts of energy worrying about things they can't control. Traffic, the news, people's opinions, what might go wrong next week. All that worry does nothing except make them tired and stressed. But smart people have one simple rule. If I can't control it, I don't think about it. If they can control it, they act. If they can't, they let it go. Instead, they focus on what they can control. This saves them so much energy they can use to actually solve real problems. That calmness you see in powerful people, it doesn't come from controlling the world. It comes from controlling themselves. 4. Smart people are comfortable with silence. Have you ever noticed how uncomfortable people get when it's quiet? Most people are scared of quiet moments. When there's silence in a conversation, they rush to fill it. They say the first thing that pops into their head. They talk, just to talk. But smart people are comfortable with silence. They use quiet as a tool. They think before they speak. They listen more than they talk. They let people finish their thoughts. And here's something cool about silence. Silence makes people pay attention. When you pause before answering a question, people think your answer will be important. Why? Because quiet people often seem smarter than loud people. Not because they know more, but because silence helps them choose their words carefully. Things that loud people miss, and most importantly, it keeps you in control. Try this. The next time someone asks you a question, pause for 3 seconds before answering. You'll be amazed how much better your answers become. 5. Smart people don't react. They observe. This might be the most important one. Most people react instantly to everything. Someone cuts them off in traffic, they explode. Someone says something mean, they snap back. Life surprises them, they panic. Smart people do the opposite. They pause. When something bothers them, they ask themselves, is this worth getting upset about? If not, they let it go. When someone is rude to them, they don't fight back. Why? Because when you pause, you see things others don't. They think, this person might be having a bad day. How can I respond in a way that helps? This isn't about being weak. It's about reading the moment instead of reacting blindly, and that makes you unforgettable. The person who stays calm when everyone else is emotional, that person has real power. That person makes better choices. That person stands out. Final words. You don't need to be the loudest person in the room. You don't need to know everything. You don't even need to be the fastest learner. You just need to change how you think. Ask questions instead of arguing. Look for patterns instead of panicking over problems. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. Get comfortable with quiet moments and pause before you react to anything. Most people won't do these things. They'll keep arguing, worrying, and reacting without thinking. But if you practice these 5 habits, you won't just feel smarter, you'll be smarter. People will want to know how you stay so cool under pressure. And the best part, none of this requires you to be born smart or special. It just requires you to pay attention. But here's something so important. Pick just one of these 5 habits. Don't try to do all of them at once. That's how most people fail. Choose one, just one. Remember, you don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to start small, one habit at a time. If you give this video a like, you will remember these 5 habits better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.